I'm not able to understand your vocals. What are you saying? Your background noise is
Like
much louder.
I want to ask what we will discuss today.
It's the statistics session. I think so. I am not the host, neither I'm a teacher. I think the statistics open session means something related to statistic only.
I know that, but from like week 1, week 2, week 3,
Yeah, that
like
I am confused too. This is the first session
Yeah.
I'm joining actually.
Revision of week 2, I think.
Week two. Hey, anyone can clear the difference between the descriptive and inferential data? I'm actually really confused.
when we only summarize the data, and this comes under descriptive study, and we when we are select some samples, and from this sample, if we will conclude any conclusion, then it's called inferential.
Then in week one graded assignment, there was a question related to 95 percentage. So that must be descriptive. Why the correct answer is inferential?
Descriptive simply refers
Uh,
to the statistics where you display and
Let me see.
summarize data.
If we calculate a total 95%, and when we infer something from data, then it comes under inferential data. Uh,
There they have taken sample, that's why it comes under inferential data.
Ananya, can you be a little louder?
I'm saying that there they have taken a sample out of a population, and that's the reason that
No, actually, my math
it
felt out.
comes under inferential data.
yeah, we are in for like 95% of engineering institute, like something. Uh, we infer something from data, so it's called under inferential.
Not
Is it
visible.
okay? Can you speak
Let
again?
me open the question first. Let me open the question, then I'll question it.
Uh,
Hello, is this based on week
Sorry,
one or week
exactly
two?
which question you are talking about?
I think question number 2. The
You are not
education
audible.
minister want to know the status of campus placement of BTech student. This one.
Oh, okay, okay.
Is this session for week two or week one?
I don't think anyone have idea about its week one or
Actually,
week
just
two.
a session of computational thinking, it's over, and there we have studied about past week and this week. So it's a mismatch. Like we will revise the past week and have over the new concept of second.
This week
Okay.
means week three or week two?
No, no, week two.
Week 2.
Week two, week
Currently
two.
it's
Okay.
week two.
Week 2. Because week 2 is
The
currently
one
going.
which deadline is on 19th.
Week 2 then.
It depends. I have seen like week 3 content can be start earlier before the deadline.
Of course.
No,
I have seen so
sorry,
many
that
times.
is what taught to us in that CT session, past session. So that is what I'm telling you.
Not visible to screenshot.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
I'll
am I
check.
audible to all
I'll
of
check.
you?
I'll check.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
so you are
sir.
completely
Yes,
audible.
sir.
Yes,
Is
sir, you
the
are
host
audible.
available here?
All right, all right. So, good evening to all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Yes,
Good
yes. Good evening,
evening.
sir.
Good evening, sir.
Okay,
Good
so
evening.
good evening, good evening. So, we'll start this session in a minute. Okay. So, okay, how many of you have covered the or at least you have watched some video of week two? You can simply raise your hand
Ye-
and I will get some sort of idea.
Sir, I have a doubt for week 2.
Okay, so those who have raised hands, so they have watched or You have watched at least two video.
Sir, what?
Sir, I have completed all the
Sir, I
videos
have
and
watched all
graded
the.
assignment too.
Oh, all right. Next.
I have tried all to practice assignment, but not a graded assignment.
Cannot visible video, sir.
Fine. Okay. So all right. So okay, fine. So what should we do? Should we discuss the concepts of week two or
Sir, discuss the
Yes, sir.
concept
We,
of
we
week
shall,
two.
yes.
Sir, we should discuss
Yes,
this.
sir.
Sir.
that will be all right for
Also,
everywhere?
Sir, concepts of week.
Sir, give us
wait,
summarized concept of week one and week two combined. It will
No,
provide a
no.
summary.
Okay. So let's say
Yeah,
week
sir,
one will
that's
be
what
too
we
much.
have done in
No,
part
too
one.
much. No, it will be difficult to manage week one and week two in 2 hour session. First thing, we have
Yeah.
discussed lots of things on week one already, so you can rewatch or something.
Okay, no
Yeah,
no
so you
worries.
can continue
Two
with
is
week
enough.
two.
Okay.
So as see, anyway, the upcoming Wednesday you have the due date for week two, right? So we should focus on week two. Otherwise,
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes,
fine.
sir.
Okay, so let
Yeah,
me
so we
share
can.
my
hello, sir.
screen. I will discuss the concepts of.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
So please, can you
Sir,
mute
can
everybody and disable the chat?
one second. Yeah, go ahead.
sir, can you explain what it is inferencing data?
Saurabh, we'll discuss it at the end of the session. Okay, I think we have discussed. We have,
Sir, can you mute everyone?
we have spent lots of time on this
Sir, please, can visible video.
differential descriptive statistics and all. So we should go. I will go for the week two content. Okay, so let me mute to all of you.
Excuse
Okay,
me, sir.
because it's we are getting lots of noise.
Sir,
Yes.
I had a doubt in graded assignment week 1, question number 2.
Okay. What is? I mean, it's inferential statistics. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I will tell you why. Because if you see, the data is about no. Okay. So they have what they have done. They took a sample of 4 IITs, and based on those 4 IITs, they have made the instruction or conclusion or inference about all the different engineering institutes. So based on a small sample, based on a sample of 4 IITs, they have made the conclusion about all the different engineering institutes.
Cannot
That's why
visible video.
it's the inferential statistics. Okay.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, can you mute everyone? Sir, hello.
Yeah. I'm going to mute to everyone. Okay. So actually, it's
Sir.
something you should keep in your mind.
Sir, I
but
have
think
doubt on numeric.
people are not trying to understand. But yeah. Okay. Let me mute to everyone, and I will start.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, Raghavan.
Yes, sir. Actually, I want to know what are we going to do today, right?
So I will discuss the concepts of week two. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Sir?
Am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, I have doubt on numerical data, discrete and continuous.
Okay. So I think you should watch the week one again. You should rewatch. We have discussed lots of things. Okay, so today the agenda about we should discuss the concept of week two because upcoming Wednesday you have due date for week two assignment. Okay, at the end if you feel if we will have time we'll discuss the concept.
I said I cannot visible video.
Hello.
Please mute everyone. There is so much.
Okay, all right. So okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen? You can confirm on the chat. I will mute it to everyone because it's something you should understand. Actually, you should mute yourself while we are discussing. Okay, just no, do a thumbs up or something so that I can. Okay, so I can see someone are saying yeah. Okay, fine. All right. So let me discuss the week concepts of week two. So in week two, see in week one if you see, we have discussed we have seen kind of data, right? And data had two types, right? Very first is categorical data and another is numerical data. Okay, but like what we'll do now, we'll see something, something more about categorical data in week 2. Okay, like visual representation and all, and more about numerical data we'll start from the week 3 onwards. Okay, so we'll see something about categorical data in week 2. So very first thing coming in the picture called frequency distribution. Okay, so what is the frequency distribution? As the name, it's a frequency distribution of any categorical data. It's just nothing but is a no. So what I'm going to do, I will list. I will do the listing of the distinct value. I will let you. I will explain what is the meaning of distinct value and their frequencies. Okay. Frequencies, I mean their count. Okay. So what I'm saying, a listing of the distinct values and their frequencies. For example, I have categorical data. I have data of genderless. I have data of female, male, female, male, female. Suppose I have this data. So what will be the frequency distribution of this? If you see, we have to do the listing of the distinct value. So what is the distinct value here? We have total 2 distinct value. Female and male. We have only these 2 distinct values, right? And what is the frequency? So frequency distribution, nothing but what is their count. So if you see, female is occurs 4 times and male is 3 times. So this is something called the frequency distribution. Here you can mention gender. Okay. So this is something called the frequency distribution. And this can you can do for any kind of categorical data. Just you have to mention what are the distinct value. Let's say there are 3 categories, A, B, and C. Then you have to count what is the frequencies for A, frequency for B, frequency for C. Suppose you have some another example. So then suppose you have 3 category. Okay, suppose this is the category. Okay, then what are the frequency for this? So I'm just assuming for, let's say for A it's 5, for B it's 6, for C it's 4. So this is something called this 5 represents the frequency of A, frequency of B, frequency of C. So this is known as frequency distribution. I think this one is the simple example. I'm doing. Is it clear to all of you? This is very basic thing, right? We have to just all right. Okay, okay. I can see on the chat you are saying yes. Okay. So next thing is called relative frequency. Another definition is relative frequency. So what is the relative frequency? So definition of relative frequency is nothing but the ratio of frequency to the total number of observations. Okay. And okay, first of all, question is why? What's the need of this relative frequency, right? If I have frequency distribution, then what is the need of this relative frequency? Actually, because of if you have relative frequency, right, then I can compare. Basically, I can say for comparing 2 data sets. Okay, and why is that so? Because relative frequency. If you see, this is the ratio part, right? This is the ratio of frequency to the total number of observations. So this relative frequencies, I'm writing REL dot FREQ for relative frequency. This always, it will always fall between 0 and 1, and this provides actually a standard for comparison. Okay. Okay, I will explain you what is the meaning of this. Suppose I have two data set. Okay, suppose I'm going to say I have two different kind of data set. Let's say you know I have categories. Okay? I have categories. Let's say A. Okay, and three categories I'm assuming A, B, and C. And for let's say frequencies for each categories for A, let's say it's uh, let's say so 2, then 5, then 3. Okay, so what is the relative frequency? If you see as the definition, it's the ratio of frequency to the total number of observation. So first of all, I need to find the total number of observation. Okay, so what will the total number of observations here? So what is this? First of all, suppose, okay, what does this mean actually? It means A occurs 2 times, B occurs 5 times, C occurs 3 times. Okay, so this okay, let me draw again. Suppose I have 3 categories. All right, and I have their corresponding frequency. Let's say this is A, this is B, this is C. So A is 2, B is 5, C is 3. So what is the total number of observations? So total number of observations are, if you see 2, 5, 7, 3, 10, right? So I have total 10 observations. Okay. So what is this 10? 10 is nothing but total, means addition of all the frequencies. Okay. Now, what relative frequency says? So I'm writing RF, I means for ith category. So relative frequency is nothing but ratio of the frequency divided by N. So N is total frequency. Okay. So what will be the relative frequency here? So for A, it will be 2 by 10 because this is 2 and total is 10. So 2 by 10 is nothing but 0.2. Another it will be 5 by 10, which is 0.5. And it will be 3 by 10, which is 0.3. So if you see, if you add these all things, so to a total relative frequency, nothing but coming out to be 1. Okay. So this is something I can calculate the relative frequency. Now, if you see, okay, let me take another example. Suppose I have categories again, with categories A, B, and C, but with different frequencies. Okay, different frequencies. Suppose it's 4, 10, or let's say it's a 4, it's a 10, it's a 6, for example. Okay, then what will be the total relative frequency here? 20. Not relative, total frequency. So what will be the relative frequency here? Okay, so relative frequency will be 4 by 20, which is nothing but 2 by 10, which is nothing but 0.2. Again 10 by 20, right? So that means 0.5, 6 by 20, 0.3. So what you can observe there? So if you see the relative frequency, right, for this data set and for this data set are the same, right? So here you can easily compare your data set, right, in terms of relative frequency. So here you can compare these two data sets. While frequencies for each categories were different, but relative frequencies were the same. All right. So you can raise your hand, and I'm going to discuss with you whether you got. So I will go. Okay. So let me know whether this concept is clear to all of you, frequency and relative frequency.
Yes, sir. How we can compare the data set? I didn't get.
Okay, clear, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
sir.
For example, for this data set, you can see frequencies are same, right? Okay. But if you see the relative frequencies are the same, right? So you can simply say relatively both data are same or not.
Yes.
Sir, please mute everyone. Sir, please mute.
But for the both data output is same, no?
Frequencies is same, okay. But if you compute the relative
Admin,
frequency,
these two data. Can I ask?
I think.
So please mute everyone.
I think no one is maintaining the standard of the sessions, right? They are just randomly speaking. So I will go through chat only, right? Okay, so as you are not tried to understand, then we have to do another way. Okay, I'm unmuting to all of you because so that I can hear from you what you are getting or what you are not, but no one is trying to understand. Okay, so I will go with my pace. Okay, so here you can see if you see the relative frequency, right? So frequency distribution were the different. This data set, okay, for this data set and for this data set, frequencies were different. Okay, but relative frequencies are the same. Okay, so what you can conclude here for the even relative sorry frequency distributions are different. Okay, but relative frequencies can be same. So here you can compare easily, right? You can compare the percentage. You can, okay, if you multiply this with 100 thing, right? Then it will come out to be 20%, 50%, or 30%. You can simply say what is the importance of category A or something like that. Then you can say it's a 20%, 50%, 30%. Okay, you can simply say for this data set, this let's say this is data set 1 and this is the data set 2. You can simply say, category A has relative frequency 20% in data set 1 and data set 2. I mean, in both data set, you got the same relative frequency. All right. Is it clear? Okay, fine. Okay, all right. So let me move to the another part, right? So what is the so there are something called charts of categorical data. Okay. Okay, so very first thing comes into the picture called bar chart and pie chart. Okay, so there are three things, right, in charts of bar chart, pie chart, and Pareto chart. All right. So okay, so there are different kind of scenarios when to use which one. Okay, so actually bar chart you can use when you are interested in count of something. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say, let me write the definition as well. I will write in try to write in short form actually. For example, I will use the bar chart when I want to interested to compare the things between different groups or counting between different groups. Let me write something. So actually bar chart I will use when to compare the or compare you can say things between different groups. So what I mean by here compare the things between different groups. So I mean here I'm interested to know counting between different groups. All right. So for example, suppose okay, how we can do, we have to plot an horizontal axis and then vertical axis, and then we can plot the bar chart. I will plot one bar chart and I will show you what is the case here. Okay, suppose okay, I told you, right, I am interested to know the counting between different groups. Okay, let's say suppose you are owner of a suppose you are owner of a bookshop or bookstore. Okay? And you wanted to know like number of books which has been sold in a day or in a month of different kind of books. Okay, so then what will be your data? Your data will be, let's say, different kind of books. Let's say fiction. Let's say, this is for fiction 120 book has been sold. Okay, then similarly non-fiction, suppose 90 book has been sold. Okay, then mystery kind of book. Okay, suppose 60 book has been sold. Okay, science kind of book. Okay, science based book, suppose 30 books has been sold. Okay, suppose this is the data you need. Then what bar chart shows actually? So bar chart, I told you, right? Counting between different groups. So these are 4 groups you have: fiction, non-fiction, mystery, and what is the counting. So how we can draw the bar chart actually? So bar chart is nothing but I can plot. So you have to draw axis, okay, called x-axis, horizontal axis actually. Then this will be your y-axis actually, and y-axis will represent number of books sold, and x-axis will represent the different kind of books. All right. So for example, first one is let's say it's a fiction and 120. Okay. So this is 0. You can assume 0. Then suppose this is the 30, 60, 90, and 120 or 150. Okay. So fiction I'm writing for F. So it's a 120. You can plot a bar. Then non-fiction 90. I'm writing NF. So non-fiction is 90. Then mystery is 60. So this is 60. This is mystery, and science is 30. So this is something you have a bar chart. So what you are doing, you are just trying to observe, trying to compare, counting between different. Okay. So this this length of bar will show you 120. This length of bar is 90. This length of bar is for 60, and this length of bar is for 30. Actually, here scaling of bar is not. I was not able to drop properly, but length of bar and width of bar should be the same for each category actually. Okay. So similarly, suppose I'm interested to know. Suppose there are some 3 candidates. Okay, A, B, and C, and there were one election. Or let's say these are the students, candidate in a college, and there is one election has been happened for president or vice president or something like that for these positions. Or suppose you are interested to know how many votes candidate A received, candidate B got, candidate C got. Okay, so in this kind of scenario, you can plot the bar chart. Okay, so suppose this is A, this is B, this is C. Suppose 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, let's say 100. Okay, so this y-axis will show you the count of vote. Okay, and x-axis is nothing but here candidate. Okay, so what it will be, suppose A received, A got 80 votes. Okay, let's say B got 60 votes, and suppose C received 100 votes. So here what we are doing, we are interested in counting of different categories. Okay, so is this bar chart is clear to all of you? Got some sort of idea? Yes. Okay, I could unmute. I don't have any problem, but no one is trying to understand Pushkar. They are just making noise in the session. Okay, so that's why I muted to everyone. I will unmute after some time. Okay. So, okay, this is the situation of bar chart. So one more thing we have to keep in mind. Okay, let me explain the first of all Pareto chart actually. Okay, before going to Pareto chart, one key property we have to keep in mind. If, okay, first of all, what kind of this data set is? This is categorical data, right? I have 3 different types of candidates. This is also different types of books. So it's the categorical data. And in categorical data, this is nominal. All right. And same here, right? This is also nominal. Now, suppose you have ordinal data set. Okay. For example, you have data set of t-shirt sizes. Then what we have to keep in our mind? Suppose t-shirt, let's say small, medium, and large. This kind of, and let's say small has been sold, let's say 20. Medium has been sold 30, and large has been sold, sorry, 10, and large has been sold 30 in a shop on a particular day. Okay. So what we have to keep in mind, if you are going to plot a bar chart or a bar graph for an ordinal data set, then order of the data set we should, we should maintain actually. Why is that so? Otherwise, that is only then importance of ordinal data set is there. All right. So what is the order of data set? I can do like small, medium, large, or I can plot large, medium, or small. Okay. So you, if you are doing small, medium, small, then something or medium, small, large, or something like that, then you are not going to preserve the order of something. Okay. So if you have ordinal data set, then order must be preserved. Okay. So then what you can do, then you will draw a bar chart like this. Suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is small, medium, large. Okay. Suppose this is 0, and let's say this is a 10, this is a 20, this is a 30. So for small, it will be 20. For medium, it will be 10. For large, it will be 30. So what we have done here, if you see, so we have preserved the order, right? First small size t-shirt, then medium size t-shirt, then large size. You can do in reverse order as well. That's not a problem. Large, medium, and small. But we have to preserve the order. Okay. So what we can see here, what we have to interpret from here, if the categorical variable is ordinal. Okay. Then the bar chart must preserve the order. All right. Or ordering it, you can say, or order of that particular data. Okay. So is this clear to all of you? Okay. Fine. Okay. So okay. So assuming some of you are getting the things. Okay. Next thing is Pareto chart. Okay. I will explain the charts and then I will allow to unmute yourself and then you can discuss. But it's a request to everyone. You have to maintain the that standard of the session. Like you have to do the things in proper way. Okay. So next one is called Pareto chart. Okay. So what is the Pareto chart actually? So Pareto chart is nothing but when the categories, whatever the categories we have in a bar chart, if we are all the categories are sorted by their frequencies. Okay. So what I'm trying to say, let's say I had data set of this, right? A, B, and C. A received 80, 60, and 100. Okay. So A received 80 votes, okay, candidate A, and B received 60 votes, okay, and C received 100 votes, okay. So what we have to do actually in Pareto chart, we have to order the frequencies, right? We have to sort the frequency. Okay. So what we can do, if you are going to draw, right? Let's say this is x-axis will represent the candidates, y-axis will represent the number of votes. So this is 0. Let's say this is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So suppose C is there, right? C receive 100 votes. Okay. Then let's say A received 80 votes and B received the 60 votes. So you can see what I'm doing. I have sorted the frequencies, right? So if this is the case, so that's called the something Pareto chart. Nothing we have to just keep in mind. We are going to sorted the things, right? Actually, this is Pareto charts are very popular when we are doing. We are interested in quality control, and we are identify the things for kind of business problems. Like suppose you wanted to show the things. Let's say in which let's say for what kind of product maximum sales has been done. So the first bar will be for that, then second, then third, then fourth, something like that. Okay, so we have to do it. No, we have to sort the frequency. All right, now I will explain the pie chart actually, and then I will explain. So I will explain the pie chart. Okay, so we have seen, right, bar chart I can use when I'm interested to compare the count of different category. Okay, pie chart when I will sort the frequencies of category. So pie chart is actually it's normally I can use when suppose you are in trying to compare parts of a whole. I will explain in a minute what is the meaning of that. You are trying to compare parts of. Okay, so what does this mean actually? So for example, suppose or you can say you want to show the proportions of parts to whole, or if I will say in other terms, so I will say when I will use to show the proportion of parts to a whole, right? Like to suppose I'm interested to compare the relative size of any data segment and all. So okay, let me tell you the another example. So when I'm trying to compare the parts of whole, suppose there is something called 100%, right? So if parts of, suppose for example, there is a scenario. Suppose there is a company. Suppose I have data of company's annual budget, and which is distributed in. Okay, let me write. Suppose I have data of a company's annual budget distribution. Annual budget distribution. For example, suppose I'm saying, let's say I'm writing for marketing. For example, annual budget distribution for marketing is 30%. Okay? Let's say for R&D, this research and development, let's say 25%. Okay. For sales, it's a 20%. Okay. For HR department, okay, let's say 15%. And for ops work related, right? Let's say I think 10%, right? If you add 30, 20, 50, and 40, 50, yeah, totally 100. So what we are doing, suppose this is the pie chart, and you will make the different kind of thing, different slices. You want to compare the parts of whole. So suppose this whole circle is 100%. Okay, this will consist of 100%. Out of this 100%, you want to compare any. I mean, what is this distribution or annual budget distribution for marketing? So it's a 30%. Okay, so this will be for marketing, and 25% for R&D. Suppose this is R&D, so it's a 20%, right? Sorry, 25%. Then similarly 20%. So this is 20%. This is for sales, right? Right. Then 15%. It's a 15%. Then actually it shouldn't be like 10%. Let me make it as a 30. Why? Because there is something called area principle. We have to keep in mind that also. Actually, so what I'm trying to say, it's a kind of whole thing, and we can make the slices of different thing, right? I mean, you can do for marketing, R&D, sales, HR, and ops. This is something. So let's say, suppose this is the 30%. We have to see the how much 30% can. Suppose this is 25%, and just assume this is 20%, and this is the 15% or 10%. I think this seems reasonably okay. So this is called suppose. So here what we wanted to do. We are trying to compare the parts of a whole, right? Or proportions of a parts to a whole. So whole is like it's just 100%. So you want to compare, let's say 20% for sales and 30% for marketing and all. So this is the case when you can use the I'm interested to for a pie chart. Okay. So okay, is this clear? Is this all right to all of you? Yes, no, yes. Okay, so I'm going to make the like allow the unmute so that, but you have to maintain the things. So, you can raise your hand and I will go one by one. Okay, don't make close during the session, otherwise it will be difficult to understand the things. Okay, so it's a request to everyone, please try to understand. Okay, so Hers, okay, so I wanted to ask listen, is it clear to all of you? You got some sort of idea? Difference between bar, Pareto, pi and all? Is it
Yes, sir. Clear.
clear?
Yes,
to all
sir,
of you?
clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, then.
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Sir, we are not understand, sir. The whoever studied in the statistics, maybe that people are there understand. But we are not studied in statistics due to that what you are saying exactly, frequency, data set, and the bar chart. These are all the things we are not understand how it is coming, what is meant by the data. Today topic is the statistics, but you are not explain about the what is mean by statistics, what is the uses of statistics, then data, what is mean by data, how we have to differentiate the data and other things. These are all the things in the at least basic points kindly explain to us. We will understand, sir. This is my request.
Okay, so
These
Mahendran, one request. So what I'm suggest you, we have discussed about data and all in week 1 already, right? What is the data? What is the things, right? Yeah. So here, what we are trying to see, we are trying to understand. Do you know the difference between categorical data and numerical data?
Yes.
Mahendran, I'm asking
no,
you.
sir.
I think had you attended the week 1 session?
No, sir. This is the first time I am attending, sir.
Yeah, that is the reason actually you are not maybe you are not getting the things. Okay, rest I think you should mute as of for now.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, so Mahendra,
Thank
what
you.
I'm trying to say, just try to understand here, right? What are the things and all?
Hello.
Actually, you should. What I will suggest you, just rewatch the week 1 things, right? We have discussed the kind of categorical data, numerical data, right? What is the categorical data? What is the numerical data? So here, what we are trying to understand here. So in week 2, we are going to study something more about categorical data. Okay, categorical data is something is where let me speak first. Okay, so categorical data is something on which we cannot perform any meaningful mathematical operation. For example, categorical data means suppose you have gender category, female and male. Okay, so female and male you cannot perform any addition, any subtraction, right?
Yeah.
So these are kind of comes under the categorical data. So here we are trying to understand the something about categorical data. So if you see from the beginning, okay.
Hello, sir. I have a doubt. Hello. Hello.
I think let me
Hello.
speak, Naman. Naman, let me finish.
Yes,
okay.
Hello.
I think I told in the big while I was unmuting to all of you, you should maintain the things. Okay. Okay, let me go through once. Okay, so you can see we have this data is nothing but whatever the facts, the image file, whatever the things you are observing comes under the data. Okay, so if you see frequency distribution, so frequency distribution is nothing but suppose you had this data. Okay, suppose you went in a society or in a street and there is some 2 or 3 house and you count the number of female and male. then you got this observation. So frequency distribution is nothing but you have two different categories, female and male. For female, you know this, there are total 4 female, and for male it's 3, right? This is the frequency distribution. What about relative frequency? So relative frequency nothing but if you are dividing, you are trying to find the frequency divided by total. Okay, so this is frequency and this is total, right? So this is something called relative frequency.
Sir, what is the ith term here?
I means for each category. Means if I will write RF1 means I'm talking about first category, second category, third category.
Okay, sir.
So what is the significance of this?
So now what about bar chart? Okay, so bar chart is nothing but I can use when I'm interested to know to compare the count between different groups. Suppose I have data set of different types of books, fiction, non-fiction, mystery, and science. Then I can plot the, suppose I'm interested to see or want to check the data of how many books have been sold for fiction, non-fiction, mystery, and science. Then I can simply draw a bar chart. So here you can observe. So here what we are doing, we are interested in basically counting, right? We are presenting the counting of different groups. All right. So this kind of chart calls the bar chart, and we are using when we are interested in the counting of something. Okay. Now, similarly, here you can see, suppose candidate A, candidate B, and candidate C are there. There are 3 candidates, and candidate A received 80 votes, candidate B received 60 votes, candidate C received 100 votes. So here what we are doing, if you see, then we are interested in the count of something. We are interested in the count of votes. Okay. Now, if I have ordinal data set, I will try to present the order of the data set. Okay. So
order is important.
I told you, right? Let me speak first. If you have a doubt, then unmute only one place.
Sir, I have a doubt in this.
Yeah.
Sir, what if we are not making it in order? Like for example, sir.
If you are not making the order, then there is then you are you are lacking with the importance of ordinal data set. Okay. If you have ordinal data, if you are not making the order of the data set,
sir, is it necessary?
Sir,
Like
Pareto chart is also ordinal data set.
No, Pareto, in Pareto, we are
Ordinal.
sorting the frequency, not order of the data set. Okay.
Okay,
so
sir.
here,
can you explain, sir, the importance of this, like, sir, ordering here? Like, what it is?
See, what is the importance of an ordinal data set? If you have ordinal data set, then it's a
must to order.
Correct.
I know that, sir.
That is the importance. Okay. Suppose you have ordinal data set and you are randomly writing medium, small, large. Then that is you are what you are doing. You are liking with the order of the data set, right? Then what is the difference? Then what will be the difference between nominal and ordinal, right? So if I have ordinal data set, I will go with the order of the data set. Okay, that is the something. It's a good thing to go with the order of the data set.
So, sir, in the questions there will be mentioned like ordinal.
If it is not mentioned, you have to identify, right? We have discussed a lot of things about when it will be ordinal data set or.
Yes, sir, I know about that. I'm
Okay,
just
then,
asking.
yeah. Okay.
So what's the nominal data set?
Nominal data set when we are not able to order the category, right? Suppose you can't order your data set of female and male, you can't say female is greater than male or something like that. Okay. So this kind of things, if I have categorical data and I'm not able to order, that will come under the nominal. Okay. So
sir, what is a continuous variable?
You should watch the week 1. Okay, I'm not going to discuss the week 1 because we have to discuss the week 2.
Sir,
Actually, what is... Hello,
we
sir.
can take that out.
Sir, I have a doubt in activity questions.
I will discuss the week 2 concept first. Okay, then we'll move to the doubt. Okay.
Sir, what is the significance of total frequency?
See, I unmuted to everyone. If you have doubt regarding the things which you have discussed till now, okay. Actually, why I'm saying like that? Why I'm saying like that? Because only then we'll maintain the pace of the class. So it's a request to everyone. I mentioned in the beginning of the session also. We'll discuss the concepts of week
Yes,
2
sir.
today.
I have a doubt in
Okay.
total frequency.
So what? Yeah. What is your doubt in
Sir,
total frequency?
what does total frequency signifies? I mean, what
Okay,
does
so
a message it
total
conveys?
frequency, see, total frequency will tell you what is the total number of observations. That's all. Okay. If you
And
have total
relative
number of
frequency?
if you have total number of observation, then you can find the relative frequency. Okay.
And
Relative
so
frequency.
what
Let me
relative frequency signifies?
Okay, so relative frequency is easier to compare the data sets, because relative frequency will always be lie between 0 and 1. It can't exceed, because you will have a boundary, right? Then you can easily compare your two different data sets. Okay. For example, for two different data sets, frequency distribution can be same, but relative frequencies are frequencies can be different, but relative frequency can be same. So you can say for in both data sets, suppose for category A, category B, category C, suppose frequencies are different, but relative frequency are same. So you can say in both there are importance of 20% of category A, importance of 20%, 30% of category B, or something like that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can you
It means
scroll up?
relative frequency only helps in comparison of the data.
Correct.
Okay,
Sir,
thank you.
can you
Okay,
scroll
so,
up, sir, to the
Sir, but
relative
why we need
frequency?
to, sir, but why we need to,
Hello?
Sir, I have a doubt in
Carry on classes.
So this is the, okay, let me finish this one. So this is the pie chart. Okay. Yeah. Someone was asking, yes, what is doubt here?
Sir, I'm asking, sir.
relative frequency questions.
Sir,
I
I'm asking,
will come to the question at the end. Let me finish the concept first. Yeah.
sir,
Go ahead.
Sir, if
relative
the relative
frequency
frequency is
between
same,
the. I'm asking.
can
No,
we
one by
conclude
one.
that both the data are same?
No,
That's what we
data
can
in
conclude that.
actually it's not, you can't say something like that. You can say, importance of A, I mean, it's a, you can say, or distribution of A is same in this data set or in this data set. Okay.
Sir,
So here
is
you
it
can
necessary?
compare.
Sir,
Yeah.
will it be like same in each case, is like 0.5,
No.
0.5?
It can different. It can
Sir,
be, it can vary. Okay. It's
so
not
it's a
like that.
coincidence here, right?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It can be different.
Okay, it can be different. Okay? Because once you will your frequency values of this frequency will get changed, your relative frequency will get changed. Okay. Okay. Then
sir, I want to ask, sir, I want to ask something.
yes.
Sir, why we need to
can I
compare
drop?
this data like this process? We can also show it by seeing the data. We can see the thing in the data which is coming again and again, other than second thing that will be bigger than other. Then why we
Sorry,
need this process?
which process?
Sir, I am asking that we are doing we are comparing the data with this frequency, relative frequency and all, but we can also see the data that the term is coming more than other term, then it will be greater than.
No. If you want to compare two different data sets, then how will you say?
Okay, so we are comparing two different data sets.
Correct.
Okay,
You
sir,
can
okay,
share
sir.
the notes of this lecture. Okay, I think I can share only the after the end of the session, right? I can't share in between. Okay.
Sir, please keep it up. Doubt session in the last of the lecture, last 30 minutes.
Okay, so I have discussed till now this kind of things. Okay, so let me explain something more about these charts actually. So like there is something kind of okay, let me explain something mod and median. Okay, actually, then I will come to that. Okay, let me mute to all of you. Okay, so I'm going to mute to everyone. So it's a request. Just keep mute yourself. Okay, now.
Yes, sir, please continue.
Yeah. So this is okay. There is something called mod and median. Okay. So, I think see there is some background noise. Please
Prashant, kindly mute your.
yeah. Okay. So there is something called another topic called round of error and all. I will come to that, but let me try explain this one. Okay. Actually, mod. Okay. So mod is what? The something actually the mod of a categorical data or the mod of a category, or let's say categorical variable, is the most common category. Okay. So what I mean by most common category, I can simply say the category with the highest frequency. Okay. All right. Now, so what I mean by the category with the highest frequency. So suppose let me write a data. Let's say I'm saying female, male, male, female. So what will be the mod of here this data set? Which category occur more frequently?
Female.
Female, right? Male. Now, if I want to do the same thing, okay, suppose this is the case. Okay, suppose I want to find the mod from the chart itself. Okay, then how I can do? Actually, then the very first thing you can identify the longest bar actually in a bar chart. Okay, this will represent the mod or not, right? Because it will be having
Yes,
the
sir.
highest frequency, right?
And what
And
if
then
it's equal, like three female and three male?
okay, widest slice in a pie chart. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here, suppose here in this case, what is the mod? Mod will be this marketing data, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So why is that so? Because if you see, this is the widest slice, right? This is the maximum
Yes,
area,
sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct? So here mod will be marketing.
Marketing.
Sir, what if like there are
So,
three female and three male?
I will come to that. Okay, if I'm explaining something, so please stick to that point. Okay. So what is the mod here? Here mod is something C, right? Because this is the highest bar, right? Sorry, longest bar, right? This is the maximum. What will the mod here? Large side TC, right? Because this is the longest bar. Okay, you are
Yes, sir.
getting the what I'm trying to say, right? Mod means, right? Now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So suppose I have data set something like that. Suppose I'm saying A, B, C, C. Let's say A and C. So in this case, if you see A occurs 3 times, C is also occur 3 times, right? So I will say this data is pi model because it has 2 mod. Okay. Now is it clear? Okay. If you have more than 3, you are getting the frequency same for more than 3 categories, that means called multi-model or something like that. Okay. So now next is called median. So median is what actually? So median is something like which actually it's something, median is something which like divides the data in 2 parts actually, or if I will write the definition, I will write median is the actually median is defined for only median of ordinal variable. Why I'm writing ordinal? Because we have to sort, we have to make the order of the data set. Okay, and which is possible in case of ordinal variable only. Okay, so median is nothing but is that category of the middle observations. Of the sorted value. So actually in case of, okay, when I can find the median, when I have ordinal data set only, I cannot find the median for a nominal data set. Okay, so what I mean by ordinal data set, suppose I have a data set of t-shirt sizes. Okay, let's say I have data set small, medium, large, or let's say large, then let's say medium, then small, or let's say medium. Okay, then what is the first thing? Okay, this is the, if this is the t-shirt sizes, right? If I have t-shirt sizes, then this is the ordinal data set. Would you agree with me? Right?
Yes, sir.
This is the ordinal data set. I can sort the things, right? I can do S, then M, L, right?
Yes.
So now what is the median? Now I can find the median. Median is the middle observation, right? So what is the middle observation? If you see M is the here, median will be M size, M t-shirt size, right? Something like that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So okay, suppose
Sir,
I
I
have
have a
data
doubt.
set of let's say, okay, please mute. There is background noise. Okay, I can mute to everyone, but you can't then unmute yourself. So it's a request. You should maintain that procedure.
Sorry, sir.
Suppose I have
Sorry,
data
sir.
set, this kind of data set. Okay, and okay. So can I order? Okay, first of all, this is ordinal data set or nominal?
Nominal.
Sir,
It's a
nominal.
nominal, right?
Nominal.
Nominal. I can't order.
Yes,
Correct?
sir.
I can't order. That means median. I can't find the median.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but
Yes, sir.
I can find the mod.
Yes,
Mod
sir.
is
Yes,
female,
sir.
right?
Yes,
In
sir.
this
It's
case,
female.
in this case, what is the mod?
It's
M,
Mod
male.
sir.
is M,
It's
right?
male.
M.
So not male, it's a medium-sized t-shirt. Okay.
Medium size.
Okay. So what you can observe here, mod is defined for both data set, both kind of data set, right? Nominal as well as ordinal, but median is defined only for
Ordinal.
ordinal, right? So I
Ordinal.
can say mod I can find for nominal as well as ordinal, right? But
Yes, sir.
median is defined only for
Ordinal.
Ordinal.
ordinal data set, right?
Ordinal data set.
So please take the example of that medium and small size t-shirts with odd terms.
Yes, this is for the odd terms, right? Okay. If you want to take the
So
even
for
terms,
even
right?
terms.
Okay, if you want
Even
to take
terms.
the
Even
even terms, let's say I have data set, let's say small, medium, medium, and let's say large. Okay, then what it will be in this case? You can sketch this case, these two. So middle is these two, right? Is S and L. So in this case, what you can do, either this S will be medium or M will be medium. Okay, but actually here if you have numerical data, right? Since it's a categorical data, you cannot find you cannot perform any mathematical operation. But if you we will see in week 3 actually, if we have numerical data, right? Then for in the event case, we are calculating the average. Suppose this is this kind of data set you have. Okay, then what you will do, you will take the average of these two, right? These two middle observation. But here this is not possible. So I will say either S will be median, or M will be median. Okay.
Sir, what is
You
the
have
precise way to do this? Like for this S or M, sir, how can we like precisely or accurately say something? Like,
no,
sir,
it's here you can't say exactly S will be there or exactly M will be there. You can say either S or either M. Whatever the
sir,
option
for
will be there,
example,
you
sir,
can write.
we have the data of high school and then sir, different type of degrees. So, sir, we are making it ordinal, and then how we can like say like so there are 6 terms. Is there? Hello.
No, I didn't get your question. Can you repeat?
Like, sir, I'm saying like there are this is not the case here. Like, for example, I'm saying the different case. Like, for example, high school, we have high school case or associate degree, bachelor degree, master degree, and PhD. So
Okay.
in that case, what we are like, if there is like, sir, only we have 6
Sir, it's a
cases,
nominal case. We can't find something.
we can find
One second,
something.
let him speak.
Sir,
Okay, yeah.
is possible.
Sir,
Yeah, let him speak.
because
Okay, first.
okay,
Yeah,
sir.
good.
So,
The
sir,
median will
Is
be
it possible one data set has 2 medium?
So I'm saying you will say either S or either M, right? Just listen me carefully. Okay, it's a categorical data. First of all, if you have numerical data, you can simply find the average. But here it's not possible. Then you will say either S or either M. Okay. All right.
sir, I was asking my question.
Okay, suppose you are saying
Educational
correct.
level, sir.
Suppose this is 12, or this suppose
Yes,
this
sir.
is UG, right? And this
Yes,
is
sir.
let's say MSc, right? Something
Yes,
like
sir.
that. You are saying like this, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Suppose you're this 6 candidate, okay?
Yes,
Then
sir.
what will be the middle? Middle will be these two, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can say median is nothing but this
What
UG
if
or
sir? What if we are adding MTech as well?
okay, no, okay, then you can write, see, MTech, so here I'm writing UG, here you can write masters, okay? Just go like this. Actually, labeling should be in proper way, okay? You can't say MSc is less than MTech or MTech is better than MSc, something like that, okay? If you want to, there should be labeling, right? 12th, undergrad, masters, PhD. Then you can do the comparison in easier way, okay? All right?
Since
Okay,
then
sir.
we can count it under the category of nominal. Because sorry,
this is the
under the
ordinal.
What is
header
the order?
ordinal,
This
because
is
now
ordinal.
we can categorize them according to their superiority.
Sorry.
Sir, I'm asking that now it becomes ordinal, right? Because now we can rank them according to the wise of their superiority, like 12th UG and then PG.
Yeah, this is the ordinal itself.
Yeah.
So,
Somebody says that.
so to perform this operation, we need to first order it, and then only we can go for it.
Correct, correct. Okay. Okay. Then
Yeah,
let me
that's what I'm
again think.
charge borra tani ಮಾಡಲ್ನು.
Okay, okay. Kindly mute your mic, please.
Okay, then let me come to the next topic. Was already 9. Okay, so next concept called the I will explain for the first. I will try to explain the very first thing called area principle. So it's called area principle.
Sorry
Excuse
for
me, sir.
inconvenience, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
can I
Sorry for
ask one
disturbing.
doubt regarding mean and median?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, in the practice assignment, I have seen one particular question wherein there is, like, apart from the data, there is two other extra, let's say, entries that are happening. It is possible that the mode and median of the data changes, right?
Yeah, it's possible. That's not a problem.
And
Okay,
it
in
is
this
not
case,
necessary that the mode and median should be what the added entries have been. Whatever
okay.
value the added
For
entries.
example, in this case, suppose you have this data set, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose I have added one t-shirt of large size. Okay. Then what will be the case here? Here you can say exactly median is M size t-shirt, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And here your mod is still same. Okay, but it will vary how many t-shirt or how many things you are going to add. Okay. So it may change, it may vary. It will depend on the data set. Okay?
And it is not necessary that whatever is changing, it has to take that value of whatever extra we have added to, sir.
Correct.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry
So
for
next concept
sir.
is area principle. So what is
I
the
have a
meaning
doubt.
of area principle?
Sir,
Yes. Yes.
sir, can you explain nominal and ordinal?
I mean what? What?
Can you explain the difference between nominal and ordinal?
You
That
are
is
asking.
already covered in week 1.
Yeah, you should rewatch.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Please
Okay.
continue.
First of all, what? Okay. This is a
Sorry,
final.
sir, I have a doubt.
Fine. Yes.
Sir, sorry for disturbing, sir. Is this medium 1 or 2?
No.
It's
Here
possible
actually you
we
can say
have one or
median will be small or M, either S or either M. Okay. You can't say both are median or single, but you can say either S or either M. Suppose there are 4 options, then S is there, you can select S, or M is there, you can select M. Okay.
Sir,
But
in
we
the last
cannot select both.
example, you gave UG example, sir. Sir, then only UG is the
Yeah, only
median.
UG will be there. Okay, because only one thing, right? You
Sir,
can say
in
UG.
S or M, sir,
Excuse me, sir. I have one
we
doubt.
have to choose only S or M, sir. Like if there is S and
Yes,
if there
yes.
is M.
Correct,
So,
correct.
sir, if we are choosing M, it's right as well. Or if we
Correct,
are
correct.
choosing S, okay,
Correct,
sir.
correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Excuse
Okay,
me,
then.
sir.
Excuse me, sir. Can
I
you hear
have
me?
one doubt, sir, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yeah, go ahead.
Sir, in upwards you told no UG or same. You can take that to only the median. If we add UG plus UG means 2 UG divided by 2 means we get UG, yes, sir.
Okay, can you do? Is it any meaning? If you are, can I say UG plus UG divided by 2 equal to UG?
2 UG, 2 cancel and UG only the answer, sir.
Okay, does
Median.
this make any sense? Are you able to perform?
Sir, I can't understand, sir.
Okay, will you able to perform this operations, this numerical operation?
Yes, sir. Today only I am joining, sir.
No, what I'm asking, suppose you have 2 category, okay? Forget about UG. Suppose I have category of gender, female, okay?
Okay,
can
sir.
you say female plus female by 2 equal to female?
No, sir, no, sir.
Okay, now is it clear?
Okay, clear, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, So let me explain this area principle. Okay, so
Hello, excuse me.
yes.
So I have a doubt in same in the median type.
Yeah.
We have a question in practice assignment 2.2 where they have asked for something like jersey of a player. So how can they're asking a player A knows the most of the players have a similar
Okay,
physical.
Adul.
Yeah,
One
yes,
second.
sir.
Okay. When you joined this session?
Pardon, sir?
Okay. When you joined this session, in the beginning or in between?
I guess by 8:10.
Okay, all right. Okay, I think approximately around 8:05, 8:10, we discussed. We will see the concepts of week 2. Okay, then we'll move to the questions of activity practice of week 2. All right.
Okay, so after this
it's
you will be
okay.
after
First of all,
this content you will be.
let me finish what I'm trying to say. Today's agenda is about to summarize the concepts of week 2. Okay.
Okay.
All the concepts of week 2 along with examples. There are 2 more sessions. If we'll get time today, we'll discuss the questions, or else we can discuss the in upcoming session. Is this all right?
Yeah,
now?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I will be
Thank you.
waiting.
Okay.
Sir, please mute everyone and explain the concept and take the question at the last of the meeting, sir.
Okay,
It's
so
a humble request, sir.
Okay, so 1 second.
Yes, sir, there will be a better option.
I'm waiting for also starting, but there is no chance to ask.
See what
Like there is so noise.
correct. That's why
And anyone is to interrupt.
Yes, sir. Please you.
See what I'm saying. Why am I unmuting in between? So that I can get the idea whether you got the concepts of that particular topic or not. So it's your maturity, whether how you are maintaining the thing. See, if I will unmute,
Yeah, this
mute
should
to
be
yourself.
one by one.
If I will mute to everyone and I will explain the session things, then it will be 1-to-1. Okay. So that shouldn't be agenda of the session. See, it's very easy to me. I will mute everyone. I will come and I will discuss and I will finish the session, right? So I am taking the doubts in between so that you can get the idea. But most of you are not maintaining the pace of the session. So it's a request. It's your thing how you are maintaining. Okay. So let me cover this concept. We have something we need to discuss called area principle. Okay. So what is the meaning of area principle actually? So suppose whatever the things I have and I want to display of the data actually, this display of the data actually must obey the. I mean, I'm just writing a formal definition. I will let you. I mean, I will explain the things. It should obey the fundamental rule actually. Okay. And okay, what is the meaning of area principle? Okay, let me write in layman term. So it says that the area, occupied by a part of the graph should correspond to the amount of data. Okay, what does this mean? I will explain in a minute. Let me write. Should correspond to the amount of data it represents. So what is the meaning of this? Okay. So actually, if we are violating this definition of area principle, that it means we are misleading something. We are misleading with statistics. So what is the meaning of this area occupied by a part of the graph should correspond to the amount of area it represents? I will draw 2 pie chart. This shouldn't, it's not possible, but yeah. Okay. So just try to understand, but well, once again.
The audio is not visible. Matlab audible, sir.
Yeah, one second. I'm not speaking right now.
Sorry for disturbing, sir. Sir, I have some suggestion.
Suppose this is the pie chart I have. So one of the pie chart, I have two kind of different pie chart right now. Okay, what I'm trying to say here, just a minute, it will be clear in a minute. Okay, suppose this is the 10%, and this is the, let's say, 20%, 10, 20, 30. Suppose this is the 25%, and this is the 45%. Just see, it might be wrong because it's scaling not properly, but just trying to explain something. Just suppose this is the 10%, this is the 25%, this is the 20%. Now, so if you see, which one is the correct? This one, first one, or second one?
Sir, first one.
First one, right?
First
In
one.
second one, if you see what this area principle, it's violated, right?
Violate.
Why? Because what is said, the area occupied by a part of the graph should correspond to the amount of data. But here, if you see this part of the graph,
20% is bigger than 45%.
correct. So this
Yes,
doesn't
yes.
occupied, it should be 45%, right? And it should be 20%. So it should correspond to the amount of data. Here you can see amount of data is only 20%, but it's occupied the area more than 20%. Okay. So this is something called area principle. If we are violating the area principle, that comes under that means we are doing something misleading. Okay. Now, this is in terms of area principle, in terms of pie chart. What happens in case of bar chart? Bar chart. So in bar chart, it's called something. Okay, let me draw two bars. Just wait for a minute, and hopefully you will get the idea what I'm trying to say.
Hello, sir.
Suppose, yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have some suggestion for you. Sir, can you use the website bar chart? Like you can search it bar chart online. To give some website, so you can use it.
Okay, I will.
It's some suggestion.
That's fine. I think I can draw it now. It's okay. So the main idea is just you should get the concept. Okay. So I will.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, thanks for the suggestion. Okay, suppose I have data set, let's say I'm saying 3000, and let's say 3200, and 3400 here, and let's say 3600 here. And this A means, let's say, number of books has been sold throughout the year or particular kind of book. Okay. So I'm just plotting a bar chart for this, and for B, okay, for C, let's say it's something like that. Okay, all right. So this is the one kind of bar chart. Okay, and another is let's say this is A, B, and C. Okay, and suppose this is the 0. This is the let me assume this is 1000. This is the 2000, and this is the 3000. Okay, and this is let's say y is more than this. Is
PDF எடுத்து ஓட்டிக்கலாம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் மட்டும் இதுக்கு போய் டென்ஷன் பண்ணு.
This is the A, and B is near to 3400, more than 3200. So this is the B. Okay, and C is also near to 3000, right? Or sorry, not near to about 3200. Okay, so now what you can see in this first graph, right? In the second graph, okay, what is the difference you can observe in the first graph?
The B1 is starting from 0. The second one is starting from 3000.
Okay, this is something called, you can say, decorated graph. Okay, so what I mean by decorated graph, say by intuition, by your own intuition, what you are trying to represent. Okay, suppose you gave me only this chart. Okay, you gave me only this chart. Okay, this first one. Okay, then what I will interpret, there is significant difference from A and B, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
But
sir.
in reality, it doesn't, right? There is, I mean, there is difference, but not a significant difference in the A and B. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
this
sir.
is something called, misleading graph. You are misleading the informations. Okay. And it happens because there is no baseline. Okay. In the first bar chart.
Graph.
Okay. It's a truncated graph. You have done some misleading thing. All right. Okay. There is one more thing in the, on the portal. Let me go there. Maybe that will give you the idea.
Sir, can you once repeat?
Okay, I will repeat. Okay, there is one subsection called resources from instructors. So if you click here, so I will show you the things. Let me see. You can read this one. You will get some sort of idea. Okay. Okay. Can you see this bar chart?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you see in
Yes,
this
sir.
bar chart, yeah. One second. So what is this? Okay, what is the manipulation of y-axis actually? Manipulation of y-axis. Manipulation of y-axis. Suppose you are doing expansion or compression, right? I mean, expanding or compressing the scale on a graph that can make the changes in the data seem less significant than they actually are. Is known as manipulation of the y-axis. Okay, what does this mean? Let's try to understand with this example. Suppose we have same number of sales of a smartphone A and B. Okay. In this example, what you can see, for A, there is 80 phone has been sold, right? And for B, 120. All right. I mean, there is a difference of only 40 phones. Is this clear? Okay.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
what is the
Yes,
meaning
sir.
of manipulation y-axis? Suppose you have expanded the y-axis. Okay. Then can you see what is the difference here? If you expanded till 300, then you can see, in the second figure, what it says, like A has very low, I mean, their sales is very low for a smartphone A and B, right? But in reality, is it not, right?
So
Okay.
it's very difficult to read the graph. In graph 2, it's very difficult to read the graph.
No, it's not difficult. Actually, it's misleading us. If you see the graph, the very first glance will be there is very less sales of phone A, smartphone and smartphone B, right? Correct. Why is that so?
Sir,
Because of you expanded the y-axis. There is some manipulation on the y-axis. Okay, this is called manipulation of y-axis. But if you
Sir,
see in
why the
reality,
second one is manipulated one, sir? In that we are just comparing from the number 300. We didn't increase or decrease something, and the gap between the number is also same, like 20, 40,
okay,
60, 80.
one second. Okay, tell me one thing. If you see this graph, what you will interpret first of all?
Sir, I'll interpret that the A have sold a number of phones that is 80 and B have sold 120 phones.
Okay,
And the difference is 40.
first, 1 second. What about length of bar? If you
What,
see the
sir?
length of bar, okay, with the at the very first, just try to understand what I'm trying to say here. At the very first case, right? It seems very less, right? Less amount of sales. So although it's correct, it's not. I'm not saying it's incorrect. But is it necessary to expand till 300? No, right? You are
Sir,
doing
that
some.
depends on the person. If someone wants to compare it with the number 300, then
No. Okay. What is the meaning of? What is the importance of comparing with 300? Does this make any sense? You are just
Basic
simply
scale
buying.
difference. No?
No. Okay. So if you see in this, okay, first of all, in this case, if you see what it seems like significant amount of sales of phone A and phone B, right? Smartphone and smartphone B, right?
yes, sir.
So, okay, so there is no meaning of doing that scaling, right? So what you are doing, this is something you are doing something by your intention. Okay. Similarly, you can see there is something called in this graph. Okay, suppose by your intention you want to do like this. Okay, then here what you are trying to show to me, like there is significant difference between A and B, but in reality it's not. Okay, so this is
Sir,
something comes
I
under
have a
the
doubt in this question, sir.
misleading graphs. Yes.
So can you go back to that slide which you showed 80 and
Yes. Yeah.
yes. Sir, if what if I added 3 and what if it's 300, sir? Will it be significant graph or misleading?
Sorry?
Sir, what if I added C, like A, B, and C? The C
Yes, sir,
sale,
exactly.
the C sale is showing 300. So, sir, will that graph be misleading or sir, significant?
No. In that case, in that case, what is the scenario? C has 300. You have to go till 300, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then in that case, it's okay, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
What if,
because
sir, I am saying like
see,
180, sir? There should be a last limit to it. Like
correct. Okay, in this case, there is no meaning of doing like this, right? So in this case, what you are doing, you are just manipulating your y-axis, right? That doesn't make that much sense. Okay.
Prashant, I have a question here.
Yes.
Now that let's say that I do understand, like here the projection, even though it's the same data, but the projection wise it's kind of a
Well, it seems
misleading
less.
kind of.
Yeah, it seems less.
But
Yeah, that.
let's say that it's kind of, let's say this is a sales data basically about the mobile phone. So
Yes.
when we are talking about, let's say, a quarter target or a half yearly or a annual one, let's say that now whatever this month, let's say A and B being first quarter and second quarter, and but the yearly target is something to do with 300 or 300 or 3000, whatever you showed. So in that case, this graph will be kind of helpful to say that okay, this is what we are currently now, but our target is to reach the 300. So that time that will become.
Yeah, that is a different thing, right? Yeah, that is different thing. Means okay, what you are doing in that case, you are simply suppose you plotted till 300 and you wanted to know what is the, but at the end you will compare, right? So it will matter what is the case at the end, right? In that case, that's okay. Okay, so what
for how
I'm trying
long,
to
sir,
say
we can
here.
go like
So
180 or
you mean to
150?
say that the data that we project should have a meaning in the whole
Correct.
chart that we have.
Correct. So here the data which we have projected. Okay, first off, in this case, okay, it seems like there is significant of sales or not in the first graph. Are you getting
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Right? It seems.
Yes, sir.
If you
Yes, sir.
come
Get
to
it.
the if you come to the second graph as compared to the first one, right? Even numbers are same, but at the very first glance, you will feel there is a less amount of sales, right?
Performance, yes.
Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Right?
Yeah.
So this is something you have
Yes, sir.
manipulated your y-axis, right? Okay. It's
Sir, this
not
manipulation depend on the condition in which we are seeing the graph.
correct. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
it will
Sir, I have a
depend.
question in this.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. Sir, please.
Sir,
Yeah,
so, sir,
good.
for
What is doubt
example,
in
if
this case?
Sir, there are some tutorial classes
Okay,
like
once
week
I
two.
will come other topics, other doubts once I will finish the concepts. Okay, let me finish first.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, I
only
just
1 second.
have one
Sir, 1
small
second, please.
doubt among you.
Yeah, someone has doubt in this graph. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
please
I
go.
have
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah.
what I'm saying, like C has having 180, so sir, the leading graph will be still 180, right, sir?
180 or 200 is fine. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, if a
Sir,
section C is there and the value of that one is 300, if we extend the y-axis with
Then
more
it's
than
fine, right?
300,
See, anyway, okay. If you will not show the data for C till 300, that means you are doing something wrong, right? So if it's the maximum limit is till 300, it's good to go with that. Okay.
Sir, all the graph
Why
you
to
have
go for
because
shown,
my doubt is
sir.
that if we took a section C and put a limit of 300, and if we increase the y-axis with above of 300, then it is
Let's
called
say you have done
manipulating the.
till 600, right? Yeah, then it's a manipulated
Yeah,
y-axis, right? You have done.
yeah,
You
that
see,
one.
just try to understand the meaning. No, meaning of that word, manipulated
If we extend
y-axis.
the maximum,
No, you can extend, you can
excuse me, sir,
compress,
I just have
or
a small doubt.
in this case you can see, suppose there is no baseline. Okay, then again it's manipulated thing, right? Because there is no
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. All the graph you have shown, sir, can we conclude that it is necessary to start the graph from zero itself?
it should start from the zero, but in these two cases, both graph you can see it started from zero. The difference is what is the manipulation has been done. They have expanded the y-axis. Okay.
Yes,
But
sir. That I'm understanding, but it's a rule that we have to start a graph from zero itself. If
correct.
it's not, then it's wrong.
There
Sir,
should be baseline. Yes.
Okay,
sir,
sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
first of all, finish all the concept. Uh,
sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, there are tutorial classes. Is that necessary to study from them? Is they
Okay.
necessary?
All the things which we have provided on the portal, it's for you. It's up to you whether you want to learn or not. Okay? So it's up to you how you are going to. If you are
Excuse
able
me,
to
sir.
understand the things.
Sir, could you explain this once again, decorated graph?
Sir,
Okay.
tutorial
Excuse me,
classes
sir. I just have one doubt. Can I ask?
are they necessary or not? Hello, sir.
Punit, can you keep it at the end?
Please ask
Hello, sir.
general doubts at the last.
Okay. So I think you people not understanding my point. Okay? I told to everyone from the beginning in the middle of the session. We can discuss the general doubts or something, questions from tutorial practice or whatever. At the end, why am unmuting to all of you in between so that I can get the idea whether you got that particular concept or not. Okay? So it's a request to everyone. You should show some maturity for the sessions and all. Okay. So we are trying to explain the things. See, there is no point to summarize all the concepts again. It's your responsibility to understand the things from the lecture video. We can discuss only questions, but we are trying to explain the concept because some of you didn't watch all the lecture video, and sometimes after watching the lecture video you have doubts again. But so we are planning the sessions in a way so that everyone can understand the things. We can ask the doubts. See, on Sunday we are taking the sessions for activity and practice. So that session is particularly designed for the discuss the questions from activity and practice. There is no point to disturb in between while we are discussing the concept. All right. I think, am I clear to all of you? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so the tutorial and whatever is the things we have provided, the activity questions, practice questions, graded questions. It's up to you. If you want to do practice, you want to learn, you have to solve the questions. If you don't want to learn, want to watch the lecture video, and without watching the lecture video you are getting the concept, that's a very good thing. Okay, it's up to you how you are going to manage. Okay, sorry about the harsh word. Yeah, but was something I felt you people were not understanding the things. Okay, so okay, so far so good. Did you get the idea? You can simply write on the chat. Did you get the idea so far? This decorated plot and y-axis, manipulated y-axis. All right. Okay. Thank you. Now, so next concept is called rounding of error, right? This is the called this is round sorry, not rounding off, round of errors. Term is round of errors. So what is the meaning of round of errors? Actually, what we are doing sometimes, it's very important to check. It's important to check if you are going to plot a pie chart, right? So it's important to check for round of errors. Okay, I will explain in a minute what is the meaning, what I'm trying to say for round of error. See, whenever we have table entries, right, in percentage or proportion, the total value sum up to okay. So what we are doing, like sometimes when table entries, you have to keep in this in mind. When table entries are percentage, okay, or you can say proportions. Okay, then sometimes the total value, okay, the total may sum to a slightly different from 100% or 1. Okay, so but what? Okay, how? What is the meaning of this? Suppose I'm saying I have some. Let's say that example itself. So what? Marketing and R&D, sales, HR, ops. Suppose I'm saying I have data set something like that. Suppose for marketing, no, you have percentage of 29.53. Okay. Then for R&D, you have data of 24 point, let's say 54, or let's say 56. And for ops, let's say so you have 10.21. And other department was this HR. And you had, let's say, 25.63. Okay. And then other was, I think, finance. In finance, I think it was, let's say, 20.92. So what you have done, suppose these all in percentage. Okay. Just assume these all things are in percentage. And for your simplicity, you have rounded off of the value. Let's say you have done this as a 30%, and you have done as a 25%, you have done as a 10%. Okay. And this again, let's say you have done as a 26%. Okay, it should be, let's say, something 10.9. Okay? And then again you have done this as a 11%. Okay? So what is the case here? If you see, if you'll add all these things, right? If you'll add all these things, I think come up to 30, 10, 40, and 40, it's 91 and 10, 1 not 2%, right? So, but in case of pie chart, it should be 100%. Okay? So this is something called, round of errors. Okay? So we have to keep these things in mind. If I'm going to plot a pie chart, okay, then we have to keep in mind, we have to avoid this round of errors. All right. Okay. Sometimes it happens, but we have to keep in mind these things. Okay. Fine. Did you get the idea? Yes, no? Yes. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So can you raise your hand? You got the idea so far with whatever the things we have discussed. Okay. Okay. Fine. All right. Okay, just a minute. So one more thing I wanted to show to all of you. Just give me a second. I will present in a minute. Okay, just give me a second. Yeah. So I will share my screen. Okay. So this is something, one more thing called indicating a y-axis break. Actually, sometimes there is, you can show a break on y-axis, right? So if you are representing this y-axis break, okay, then it's a good thing, right? Good thing means there is some break on the y-axis and you have clearly presented that thing, okay. If you will not indicate that y-axis break, that will come under the manipulated y-axis. Okay, means you have manipulated your y-axis, but it's if you show the break, that it's fine. If you not show the break, then it comes under the manipulated y-axis. Okay, these things we have discussed. Okay, again, okay, in this case you can see here again, it's not started from the 0, but if you see the length of bar chart for this, Democratic Party, or sorry, Republic Party, in this case, this voting percentage is less than half of Democratic Party. But if you see the in actual case, it's not the case. Okay. So this is something called decorated graph and all. Okay. So these things you can find from the textbook. Actually, you can go under the supplementary content. There is one subsection textbook, and you can find the book here, descriptive statistics, and then this kind of things you can find the thing. Okay. We have done everything there. Okay. Yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. So suppose you have too many categories. Okay. Then suppose in this bar chart, if you see you have category and you have count, right? Then from E to Z, right? For these too many categories, all the length of bar is same. Then what? It's a good to represent. You can combine all this those things in a single, and you can say it's a other. So for A, B, C, and D, you can plot a separate, and for others you can count and you can do in a single chart. Okay. All right. So I think more or less we have discussed the things. Okay. So what I will suggest to all of you, can you lower your hand to all of you? Fine. Yeah, just do the rest of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, okay, so just okay, so those who have doubt from the concepts which I have discussed so far, you can raise your hand and I will go one by one. Okay, and please, it's a request to everyone again, don't make your session. Okay, so I'm going to allow to you can unmute yourself, but it's a request you to maintain the pace. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Mritika, right? What is your doubt? Okay, so firstly, I will take the doubts from the concepts which we have discussed. Okay, Mritika, what is your doubt?
Sir, I have a question from activity questions, sir.
Okay, okay. Before you, any one of you doubt from this concept?
Yes, sir. I have.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I will come to you, Mritika. I want you to discuss.
I too have it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Sir, I have a doubt in round of error. Sir, as you said, sir, 102 is the round of, sir. So, sir, like we have to imply the graph in the pie chart of 102, not 100.
Yes, 100. Actually, sometimes for our convention, okay, suppose there is something 10.1, okay, by mistake you wrote 11%, okay.
Yes, sir.
But and you are adding and total is coming out to be 101, for example, or 100.93, something like that. I mean, it's more than 100%. Then it's called round off error. Okay.
Sir, when we are rounding off, sir, we need to check like 10.5 is 10 and 10.6 is 11,
Actually,
right? Sir,
accordingly, we have to maintain so that it shouldn't be more than 100%.
Sir, I have one more question from communicated, sir, that data like in which you were the 5 equal like the y-axis something in the graph you showed, sir. Can you go back?
Okay, it's under textbook. Okay.
Sir, it was like, but sir, I'm not getting that. Like, sir, how is it necessary for that we have to do just like for 5, sir, or there is a
no.
like,
Actually, okay, here you what you can. So we have too many categories, right? So it's something like no, it's something. It's a good to group all these categories. Okay, it
sir,
doesn't.
it's not in this, sir. There was a different bar chart for this, sir. You showed
this one. This one.
Ian, no, sir. There was like 3-4 graph, and there was like the breaking down of the bar chart.
Okay, this
yes,
one.
sir. This one, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
okay, yes.
Sir, so is it necessary that there will be the breaking down in the 5, sir, not in, sir, like let's say like, sir,
No,
like some
it's
other
not
place?
like you have to break exactly at 5. You can break at anywhere. So thing is that what is the intention here? If you are doing any manipulation on y-axis, right? If you are showing the break, okay,
Yes,
that
sir.
it's a good thing. That means you are indicating that. See, it seems okay. What is the agenda? if you see, it started from 0 to 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Then there is a break, and then it start from the 50.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
getting? So that means this break you are indicating. If you will not indicate this break, I mean, you are doing something like that, let's say 0, 5, 10, and suddenly you jump to 50, then 55. That means you have manipulated your y-axis, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I'm not talking about the interval, sir. Like there. Oh,
No,
sir, we
what
have
I'm
to
trying
give.
to say, this
Oh,
break, if you've shown, it's a good. Okay. We have to, if there is any break, it's a good to show with that, show that break. Okay.
sir, we can do 10 as well.
Yeah. So it's up to you. So it depends on the analyst actually. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So actually,
Okay, thank you, sir.
this y-axis break happens when we have
Jumping directly.
correct. We are jumping directly, or suppose okay.
Yes, sir. It's histograph type.
What is the scenario actually? Suppose there is I want to emphasize difference between a smaller data point without being any overshadowed by the much larger something like that.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
So okay, I have drawn one graph on polar. So I will try to explain here. Okay, so you can see here. So I can show this break. Okay, so what is the case here? We have this no, what is this? Okay, we have some five kind of activities. I mean, I took some soccer, basketball, chess club, science club, music band. Okay, and for that I took a different kind of color. So what is the case if you see for music band, right? So for music band, if you see, there are more numbers, right? But for other soccer, football and all, you can see it's from 30, then 25, then 20 or 35. But for music band, it's a very big bar, right? So we can show that break. Okay. So we have too small or too large, then we can show that break. Okay.
Okay.
They're on both sides.
Yes, on both sides. Because see, you are mentioning the break, that means you are differentiating that thing. Okay, if you will not mention the break, that means you are manipulating your y-axis. All right.
So, sir, if there will be any breaks in there, so we can say that this is significant.
Yeah, this is okay. This is okay. That means, see, whatever the manipulation you are doing, you are showing that, right? It's not like okay, in manipulation y-axis or in truncated graph, what is the case? You are not mentioning the things, right? But
yes,
if you are showing the break, it's you are basically what you are doing. You are making the gap. You are emphasizing on the difference between that smaller data point and
bigger data point.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So sir, this
Hello, sir.
break
I
means
have a
that
doubt in graph. Hello, sir.
sir, this
Yes.
break means
Hello.
that we are taking high jump in intervals.
Correct. High jump. Suppose something is 10,
Can we
15, 20,
Yes, sir,
25.
sir.
Then
10
something
to
is
60,
250, right?
22.
Then
Yes,
for
sir.
250, we have to show that break. Okay.
Sir, if we only put the break on one side, sir.
No, so it's good to go with the both sides. This is the standard thing we are following. Okay. So Aruna Devi has raised hand. Yes, Aruna. I will go one by one. Otherwise, it will be very. Aruna Devi, what is your query? Yes. Adul, you had doubt from that practice, right?
Yeah, I have practiced out. So shall I wait for it or you would be continuing?
I will discuss a little bit later. Okay? Let me
Yeah,
ask the
fine.
doubt
Thank
if
you.
someone has doubt from the concepts. Okay. Yes, Amarpal Singh.
Sir, I have a doubt in a concept.
Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt in activity questions.
One second, Amarpal. Yeah, please. You have doubt?
Sir, it is mandatory to start a graph from 0.
Yes.
I had a doubt with the last concept that you discussed. Could you please discuss it?
Yes, yeah.
The last concept that you discussed, could you please explain again?
Okay, it's called y-axis break actually. So what is the importance of that? Suppose there is something, why we are doing that break or why we are indicating that break. Suppose I want to show something, or suppose there is something gap, large gap. I mean, we have two kind of this. There are large gaps between data values, right? For example, we have data points are significantly larger or smaller than others. Okay, what I mean, let me share my screen.
Yes, sir.
can you see this file? Okay. So in this case, I just plotted the things actually. Okay. So if you see for soccer, it's a 30, right? For basketball, it's 25. For chess club, it's a 20, and for science club, it's 35. But this is the larger difference, right? 150. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you come to this part, this break, y-axis break. So what you can see, this is 30, 25, 20, 35, but this is the 150, right? The yellow part, music band. Okay. Yeah. So we can show this break. Okay. All right. Similarly, if you see this graph.
Sir, once again, sir.
In the okay, if you see this graph, so these P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, 6, these are the smaller values, right? Then we are jumping to the bigger values. Yes. Okay, if there is sudden jump, then we should show this y-axis break. Okay. You can see
But
in this graph.
Can we say this is the baseline?
You can say here, or you can say I plotted another graph also, right? There is student A, student B, student C, student D, student E. That the number of books are read. So student E read A read 5 books, B read 6 books, C read 4, 5, then 50. But this 50 is no difference, right? Significant difference. This and I want to emphasize the difference between smaller data points without being overshadowed by the much larger value, right? Yeah. So if you see, so it's a 5, or you can see, but this yellow part I can show the break. Okay. I think.
Could you please go to your chart, that I mean your board, that the PDF thing?
This one.
Yeah. Could you please scroll down? I mean scroll down. I'm not talking.
No, there is nothing.
Oh, sorry. I think it's
I think you are talking about this one. Maybe you are talking this one, right?
No. Your board only. The board.
Okay, this one.
Scroll up. Yeah, scroll up, please. Yeah, this part. I mean, the decorated part that you discuss post decorated. You discuss some of the concepts. I just want clarification in the part. I think that's what I was trying to ask. After the decorated graph.
I mean, is it clear, or I didn't
get
your
the
clear,
decorated graph, I do understand till the decorated part.
What is the baseline for it?
1 second. Yeah.
Post that you discuss some important steps that I think I got somewhere carried away after the decorated graph. We were discussing the decorated graph, am I right? After that, I'm talking about.
Actually, all things comes under misleading graph, decorated graph. That means you are misleading the information, right? Something like that.
Okay. Everything.
Okay. Yeah. See, if you will manipulate your y-axis, again you are trying to mislead something, right? That we can see that sales distribution of A and B, right? Yes, but what you are trying to mislead, there is very less amount of sales distribution, but in reality that is not the case. Okay, so all things comes under misleading graph, but there are different kind of. All right.
But this is only for the bar chart. This kind of a concept control.
In pie chart, we have round of error. Okay. Yeah. Round of error. So you can see this graph actually. This one. Okay. Here you can see. This round violation of area principle. Here you can see this red part is 30% actually shows. The yellow part is also 30%, but it's not correct, right? Both should be the same, right? The area occupied by the graph should be correspond to the data, correct? Yeah. Are you getting? Now in terms of this bar chart here, you can see this is also comes under the decorated graph. Here you can see this all things, right? But if you see for Italy, it's 42.5. But without that baseline, it seems it's a high, correct? But it's not the case. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a doubt in same thing. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Sir, if the maximum amount which we have in our data and the maximum scale of graph is same, then only it is a non-manipulated graph, or we have some limit, like we can extend to 30, 40, 100,000 in manipulation to the y-axis.
So for manipulation, you have done the expansion lots, right? That is the case. Suppose you are 300, right? And you draw the bar for, let's say, one of the category till 300. But suppose you want to show me by your intention, okay, let's confuse him, and you have expanded your y-axis till let's say 3000. Then I feel for C it's very less. Okay, very first glance. But as a good thing, what should be the case? I should see the number. But at the very first glance, what you are trying to do, you are trying to keep the data as same, but you are trying to mislead me, for example. Okay.
Yes, sir. It means we can extend the y-axis till the main data doesn't seem insignificant.
Correct. Main data is fine, right? So for okay, if you not do for main data, that means what? See, for what you can do. Okay, let me go to that collab file. Actually, don't worry about this code and all. That will not be. That's not a part of this course. I have done for just to explain here. Okay, if you see here in this case, right? So in this case, rest are 30, 25, 20, 35, 150, right? Then
Yes,
what
sir.
you can do, you can make the this break, correct? Why axis
Sir,
break.
why
Yes,
we
sir.
choose the baseline as 0? Why we didn't choose as 5 or 10 or something else? Hello?
No, baseline should be, if you're using baseline as a 0, that's a good thing, right? Otherwise you are
Sir,
decorating
in
the
that
data.
previous case, sir, you used 5 as a baseline where you
Where?
break. In that previous one, sir, the activity, something like,
This one.
no, sir, different one. The different graph. One more different one, sir, in which the bar chart was there.
Where you're talking about in book or
In
collab?
book, sir. In book.
Sir, you were explaining something about the manipulation of y-axis.
Yes, sir. No, down.
This one.
Yes, sir.
No, baseline is 0, right? There is
Sir, but
break
sir,
here.
why we are doing break in 5 and sir in that, sir, why we are doing 0? I am not understanding that.
See, it started from 0, but why we are doing this, why indicating the y-axis break? Suppose you have a case, most of the values are slightly less, and something is more than, right? Then what we will do?
The graph will be so much long now.
Correct.
So
Then
for
to
making it
show
short.
that gap, okay, then you can plot this y-axis break. Here you can see initially it's a 0 to 5 case, right? You had small value, but
Yes, sir, understood.
suppose we don't have data for this, but what I'm trying to say, but there is something much bigger value, right? Then we can show this y-axis break. All right.
Sir,
Yes,
can you
sir.
give me
Sir, I want to ask
Sir,
one
you were
thing about the
explaining about
decorated
the
graph.
manipulation. Hello, sir. You were explaining about the manipulation in the y-axis.
This is
You were showing
the
in your PDF.
y-axis break. Okay, this is the y-axis break. Okay.
Sir, I want to ask one thing about the decorated graph. In a real time, it might be visible while doing working on that. In case means how it is possible this kind of error we can get it in real time.
Decorated graph and all. This is something you want to do if you are your intention is to mislead the that particular people or particular person, something like that. Okay. So if you want to mislead, that is something you can do. So that's why to avoid these kind of things, we have alternatives. Okay.
Yes.
So like we shouldn't do like this because of misinterpretation, right?
Yes, sir. We cannot prefer this kind of error while doing this.
Correct. So we
We also avoid this.
so we are just trying to discuss these kind of things because sometimes it happens. So whenever suppose you are in any organization or you are a owner of a company, or suppose you have any analyst or something in your company, and he or she gave you some data, right? And by her or intention she showed something like that. So thing
First
is
approach,
that correct. So it's your thing. It's your thought how you are going to read that thing, right?
Yeah. And sir, and we and the first approach we are the reduce this kind of error.
Correct. See, the human thing is right. Whatever the analysis we are doing, the very first thing we have to reduce the error. We will try to minimize our error. So when you will move in statistics, right, in advanced statistics, like suppose you will study the linear regression and all whatever the things, then everywhere we have to minimize the error. Okay. Error will be there. What we have to keep
so
in
much
mind,
error will be there, sir. Yeah, which is possible.
correct, because there is human bias is there. Okay.
Yes.
So to avoid that error, we have to minimize the error. We have to keep that thing.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir, can you once show your whiteboard, sir? I have a doubt.
Which one?
Sir, your board, sir, which you were writing.
Okay. What is out?
Sir, in the last slide.
Yeah.
Sir, more down, sir.
That's all. That's all. This is
Sir,
that line.
yes, sir. This one, sir. Can we put the this break in after 10, sir?
See, you can do. See, it depends on what kind of data set you have. Okay, you can put the break, let's say 0, 5, 10, and then you put the break and then you start it from 100, 150. That's okay. The thing is that whatever the data you have, you will do accordingly. Okay, that's not like we have shown on 5, then it's a standard rule. We have to keep the things on 5. Okay.
Yes, sir. It depends on the
Sir,
condition.
can
You
we
said it
put
depends on.
the break on the x-axis, sir?
No. See, we are talking about
Sir, if I
indicating the
break
break on
y-axis,
y-axis. Okay. So breaking
sir, if
on
I break
x-axis.
y-axis, is it not manipulating update data?
No, it's not manipulating. You are showing that break actually. Okay. So you can't do on. I don't think we can do on x-axis
Yes, sir. As
because
I asked you in the last session, sir.
yeah, actually,
Okay.
I didn't check, but I don't think we can do on x-axis because on x-axis that means what? I don't think we
Yes, sir.
can.
It didn't make any sense.
Correct. It doesn't make any sense because. Okay.
Sir, we can if we are representing counting on x-axis.
Correct. If you are plotting your bar chart horizontal, right? Normally we are doing on vertical, right? We are taking the y-axis on the count on y-axis and categories on x-axis. If you will do in reverse order, let's say count on x-axis and plots on y-axis, then you can do. That's not a big problem. Okay.
I have a doubt. Can I ask?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So just like you said before, does it mean manipulation is assuming certain things as we don't mention our actions that clearly, whereas showing break in the graph is used to clearly show what we are doing?
Sorry. Can you please repeat?
Yes, sure, sir. Sir, as you said earlier, does it mean manipulation is that we are assuming certain things as we are not clearly showing our
Correct.
actions?
There is some break. Actually, break means suppose you have some categories you have smaller value, right? For one or two category you have large value. Then how will you show? Then it's good to show that break.
Okay,
Okay.
just
To
to make it
emphasize that difference, it's good to show that break. Okay.
okay.
Okay. All right. So I think
Sir, basically it's manipulative because we are not showing that we are breaking it. And
correct. If you
we
will
show
not
that
show,
it's not manipulative.
correct. Okay. Okay. So I think we are mostly done. Okay.
So I have a doubt.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you have doubts from AQ practice, so I should suggest we can discuss in next. Will that be
PDF.
Will you share these notes in?
will that be okay to all of you? Adul, you wanted to discuss that practice. I can give you some idea. Will that be all right? Rather than discussing.
Yeah, sure, sir. I just completed my practice assignment, but I have a doubt in this one or two question from that.
Okay, so I will try to explain or else. Okay, did you read that? No.
Yeah, feedback I have read, and I'm
correct.
still a bit confused.
Okay, still you are confused. Okay.
What is I too have few doubts from practice assignment.
Pardon, I'm not able to
So
hear you.
I think okay. Yes, Adul, tell me where you are like.
It's practice assignment 2.2, and the question number is 6 and 7.
6 and 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 and 5 is clear, right?
Yeah, 4 and 5 is clear for me.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay, what I will suggest for you, are you okay with that Google Sheet or Excel sheet?
Yeah, I'm okay. That's fine for me.
So what I will suggest you, just try once, okay? Or otherwise we can discuss, okay? So what I will suggest, just, okay, let me stop once. Yeah. Then you will get the idea clearly. Like you can simply write something like, what is the question actually? We read the question again. Question says, how many, okay, so contract of sports of 45 players, okay, all the players except two give their preferred size of among categories. Okay, two players A and B do not know which size. Assume data is unimodal. Okay, all right. So what you can do for 45 players, right? Just write the things, right? S something like that. S M, right? Then suppose large or Excel. Okay, I mean something like that. Okay, so you will get the idea what to add, what to not to add. Okay, suppose what question number 6 is. Players A and B have identified their preferred jersey sizes based on the information from the question 4 and 5. Their preference have been added to existing data set. What can be said about mod of the new data set? What is the question 4 and 5? Okay, they are talking about most of the, that means mods.
As to the question says the player age jersey of the player A, it could be M or S, and similarly for player B, it could be M or S.
Okay. So I think mod is not necessarily equal to jersey of B.
Okay.
Okay. Why? I will tell you. Okay. What is the mod of since it's the uni model, right?
Yeah, it's unimodal.
Okay. What is the mod? What is the mod in the first case for A?
It's A, player A. It could be S or M. Any jersey it could be.
It could be S or M, right? For B, it could be S or M, right?
Yeah, both it could be S or M.
Okay. In the case, what says player and A and B have identified their preferred jersey sizes, right? So let's say there are total 45, right?
Yeah, 45 players. But we have 4 options, right? In a combination where M and S could be there, S and M could be there, M and M could be there, S and S could be there.
Okay, let one second. Suppose this is the too many S, okay?
Yeah.
This is M. And this is okay. So this will be 21, 42, right?
42, 43. The middle one, including middle one, is 43.
43. There are total 45, right?
Yeah, 40.
Okay. Now, what is the case? Suppose one A for A. What is question for? What can be said about mod? Okay, mod for mod. If you see for mod, suppose A is for S, for example. Okay.
Okay.
So there will be 22S.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. First of all, in this case, this is the mod, right? Mod is M, right?
No, so mod would be
no, in the very first case. Forget about this one right now. This will be the mod, right?
you're talking about fourth question.
Correct. Okay. So I'm taking the data from the fourth question itself. Suppose this is the mode. Okay. So this when M will be mode, if 21 S are there, right? And remaining M are there, right? M or L, something like that. Okay. M.
Okay.
I mean maximum M are there, right?
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I just got it. I was just confused with which question you are talking about.
Okay. So this mod will be M, right? For example, mod is M.
Yeah.
Correct?
Okay.
Now, suppose I have added 21 plus 1 here, and then this will be 22S. Correct?
Yes.
Then you
and we
have
to reduce
22S and 23M, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So I can say mod is not necessarily equal to jersey of B. Yes or no? Again, you have mod M. Correct?
Yeah.
Are you getting what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, median it could change.
Median it could change, right? All right. Similarly for next case. Okay. In the next case, suppose, okay, so this is the uni model, right? Suppose mod for B and A have the median size, for example. Okay. I think that is the case, right? If I'm not wrong. Correct me, right?
Pardon?
One second. I didn't hear you. B knows the approximately size. Okay, B is the median size. B is bearing the median size, right? And A is bearing
B is the A is the model one.
A is the model one. Okay. Now, if you come to the seventh question, so player A and B have identified their preferred jersey size based on this. What can we say about median of the new data set, right? Suppose A and B have identified their case, right? Again, Suppose I have 21S initially, right? And suppose this is the M and M, and suppose this large and large, something like that. Okay. So, okay, suppose A and B have identified. Okay. So suppose A have identified and it's S. Suppose this is the mod. Okay.
Okay.
Are you getting? And suppose B identified the median. Okay. This will be the median. First of all, tell me if I'm writing like this.
Yeah, it would be
Yes,
the
sir.
median.
It will be median, right? So suppose, okay, let me write like this. Suppose this is the S 21, 1M. This is the for medium and large XL or something like that. Okay, whatever is the case. Okay, so this is the 23 and remaining 21, something like that. Okay, now.
So then how would it be? M would be the median because we have.
No, median means middle observation. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. But 21 plus 42, and we have 45 players, total players.
Yeah, now 43, right? I'm going to add for A and B.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Suppose what I'm trying to say here, suppose for A, you going to use the mod size, right? Then 1 will be added here. That means 22 will be there.
22.
Correct?
22.
Suppose 22S is there. Suppose I have added one more M. That means 24. Now this 22, 24, 21, I think 25. Sorry, 45.
Yeah, it's 45.
Correct. So what you can see here, again, medium will be what? Either both M, right? Either this M or either this M.
Yeah.
So median does not change here, right?
Yeah, median won't change.
Okay. Now, are you getting some sort of idea? So what I will suggest you, if you are not getting still, then what you can do, just do this, just do the seat, right? Something like that. Maybe that will help you. If still you are not getting. See, I can do right now.
But for the same.
So
okay,
what I'm
so for the same question, we can take both as S, right?
So what you can do, just okay, what I'm suggesting, just do 20 times 22 times S, right? Or 21S, right? Then some M for median, or suppose M is the mod or something like that. Okay. Then some XL. Okay, suppose M is the mod. Okay, something similarly you can do, right? Then you can add for S, M, and just use a different color. Maybe that will give you the idea. Okay. If still you are getting difficulty, we can discuss later. Why I'm trying to say, because it's already 10, so that's why I'm okay. Okay, that which I explained you on the PDF. Did you get some sort of idea what I'm trying to say?
I'm clear with the concepts. Everything I'm just clear. I've just got doubt there. That's all.
Okay. Okay, so can
yeah, thank you. Yeah, if I have anything more, I would ask for in the next.
Fine, Adil, fine. I'm
Sir,
hoping you got some sort of idea. Yeah.
Sir, I have a doubt in Pareto chart,
So
sir.
can you please, hello, can you
Sir.
please tell me the first question? Is the question correct? First question in that practice assignment?
Which practice assignment?
Yes,
There are
sir,
two
there is
practice
an error in
2.2.
data.
2.2 first question.
Yeah, first
Yes, sir,
question,
there is
the
error
data.
in that.
Which Rajdhani train you are talking about?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
the number of coaches in 3A, birth in
Okay.
3A.
Okay, what is your doubt there?
In the last sentence, each of 1A, 2A, and 3A coaches has maximum capacity of 18 birds, 48 birds, and 64 birds respectively. On a given day, 10 1A birds, half of 2A birds, and 275 3A birds were filled. But it is given that maximum capacity of 3A coaches is 64. But how can 275 of 3A birds are filled?
Okay.
We have 9 coaches over there. We have 9 AC third class coaches given the question. Just please check that.
Okay.
In the question, in the second line.
In a single coach capacity is 64 births. So 64 times 9, how it will be? 576, right? I think you should read the question carefully. If you see here, that Rajdhani Express, how many? Only one AC first class coach is there, right? For second class, we have 5. And for third class, we have 9. And each of 1A, we have capacity of 18 berth. That means first class AC have 18 berth, right? That's why there is 10A field, 10 seats filled, right? For
Yes.
seconds, there are 48 berth per class, right? Sorry, per coach. So 5 into 48. Then similarly 9 into 64. 9 into 64, I think approximately 9 for 30, 576.
576.
Yeah, got it,
Okay.
got
Got
it.
it?
So
So
one more doubt. Yeah, one more doubt. In activity 5, question number 7.
5. I think okay. We could discuss these things
7.
in next session, but all
Yeah.
right, yeah, go ahead.
This
Yeah, what is
one.
that?
What is the most frequent feedback from the customer? And
you will tell me what is the
Good.
most
Good.
yeah,
Excellent. Good.
most frequent is okay, but what about the median?
अरे bad.
Okay.
It will not have any median there.
No, median will be there.
Don't have. It's
Median
average.
is not. Median is there, right? Median is average. So okay, what we will
Average
do for
because we have
median?
arranged in order.
I get it.
See, to find the median of categorical data, we have to arrange in ascending, right? We will do bad. How many bad are there? 3. 3 bad, 3 average, right? And I will write A for average and good 4 times G for. Okay, so what is the median? I have arranged in ascending order, right? Median is middle observation. So this 4, then median will be this average. Okay. So to find the median of your categorical data, the first thing you have to arrange in ascending order. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Prashant,
They should
I
have
have
keep
But
in mind
it's
fundamental
not
that
given
question.
the order in which we have to arrange that one. We can
Yes.
arrange in the reverse order also.
no, it's
For the
ordinal.
median,
So
you should
ordinal we have to arrange like this.
Okay, 1 second. Suppose you arrange in reverse order. Okay.
It would be same.
Again,
It
you will get
won't
the
change
same thing.
median.
Actually, median is nothing but middle observation which divide the data into 2 equal parts. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Prashant, in the case, like I want to know, is there a situation or the type of data where we have the mean, median, mode, everything can be done on that such kind of data?
Okay, so it can be done on numerical data, which we'll do yesterday in week 3. Okay. If you have numerical data, okay, let me give you some glance of that. Screen. Suppose I have data set something like that, 1, 2, 1, or 3. Okay. Then what will be the mode for this? 1, right? Okay. Yes or no?
Yes.
What will be the median? For median, I have to arrange in ascending order. Then what will be the median? Median middle observation, which is again 1, right? What will be the mean? Mean means we have to add all the observations, then divide by 5. So it will be 3, 5, 8 by 5, 8 by 5, something like that. Okay. Okay. So this mean, median, mode we can done for any kind of data. I mean, not any numerical data. The thing is that for categorical data, there are some conditions, those which we have to keep in our mind. All right.
Yes,
Sir, mean
yes, sir.
can't be applied in
For nominal data, we
categorical
cannot
data,
do
na?
median.
Hello,
No,
sir.
for nominal you can't, because for median there is one condition: we have to arrange the data set in ascending.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir,
For
mean
nominal, we
can
can't.
be applied in categorical data.
How you can do? Okay, what is the lecture? What is the categorical data? Tell me. What is the definition of categorical data?
I mean, like nominal or ordinal data is given.
Forget about nominal order. Just explain me what is the categorical data.
The categorical data means in which category has been given.
For
No,
example,
we can't have mathematical operation on them.
One second. Let me clear his doubt, because it's only then I will get idea till what extent he got the things.
It was
Yeah,
a question in the graded assignment, like
forget about
in
that.
graded assignment or
What I'm asking to you, what is the categorical data? Can you explain me? Suppose I'm a student and you have to explain to me categorical data. Then how will you explain?
Sir, in categorical data, sir, in categorical data, sir, how would I explain to you?
Yeah, you can take any example, whatever language you are comfortable. That is also fine.
Categorical data.
Sir, may I explain?
No, sir, I can't.
Okay,
Sir, can I explain?
Sir, I have a doubt in activity questions 2.1.
One second, Amarpal. If you are discussing something, I told everyone, I don't know why you are not getting. If you are discussing something, it's good to. Lakshya, so thing is that categorical data is something on which we cannot perform any meaningful mathematical operation. All right. Suppose let's say gender category. I'm taking again that doubt because that is very simple. Suppose your data of female and male. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Green. So suppose your data of female and male. Suppose your data of female, male, female, something like that. Okay. Then first of all, can you perform a meaningful mathematical operation? Can you do female plus female equal to 2 female? Something?
No, sir.
It can't, right? And for
Yes.
to calculate the mean, what is the necessary thing? There should be meaningful
Addition,
mathematical
addition and
operation.
division. Yes, sir.
Right? Is it possible in case of categorical data?
No, sir. No.
Is it fine? No, it's clear.
Yes.
Yeah, Amarpal Singh. Yeah, please go ahead. I think can we discuss activity and practice question in next session?
Yes, sir. We
I
should.
have doubt in.
Ready?
Sir, I have doubt in week first.
Rajat, for week first, I think you should rewatch the things. Yes, Amarpal. Yeah, Amarpal, please go ahead. Amarpal, please go ahead.
Activity questions 2.1, question number 7.
Okay, what is your doubt?
Sir, please open the dashboard first.
Yeah, I will open dashboard. What is your doubt?
I have doubt in question. I can't understand what how to solve it.
Okay, can you tell me what was your approach for this question? And this is a cab driver got rating as feedback from 20 customers, right? This
Yes.
is the question you're talking about, right? Yeah. So question is, if the relative frequency for rating 7 is 0.25, then what is the value of X, right?
Yes.
So what is the relative frequency says first of all?
Relative frequency means we need to draw a graph.
Okay. What you can do? Can you tell me these observations? I will write. I will explain. Can you tell me these observations?
Observation means how many times it's there.
I will write. Don't worry. 697 5 19. So question is, okay, so what you can do simply here, you can, okay, how many 6 occurs here? How many times?
6, three times.
Sir, 3.
1, 2, 3, right? And 7?
4 times.
8?
4 times.
9?
5 times.
10?
2 times.
2 times.
And 5 we have also, right?
Yes.
1 time, right? And
sir,
X is occurring 1 time, right? X is occurring 1 time, right? So
Yes.
what is the total? Total is 20, right? Total is 20, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right? He took the data set from the total 20. If you add all this, total is 20 or not? Can you check? Okay.
Yes,
So what is the
it's
question
given in
says?
the question.
Question says for relative frequency for 7 is how much? 0.25, right?
Yes.
Okay. But for this, okay, so to find the relative frequency of 7, tell me how will you find? I will find 4 divided by 20, right?
Yes.
Yes or no? But what is this? This is 0.2, correct?
Yes.
But this is not the case. It should be 0.25. That means, simply means X should be 7. If X is 7, then 7 will be 5 times. Then you will write 5 divided by 20, which is nothing but 0.2. Is this clear?
And I have doubt in please dashboard, open dashboard again.
Is this question is clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, please explain one more time.
Okay, so
Oh my
question
God.
is saying relative frequency for rating 7 is 0.25. We have to find the value of X. What should be the value of X? So if you see, if you find the value relative frequency for 7, right? So it is coming 4 by 20, 0.2. But in the question it gave we have given that relative frequency for 7 is 0.25, right? Then when it will be 0.25, then when I will write 5 divided by 20, right? That means this x should be 5. Is it clear?
Prashant, here it was a simple thing, so you did it directly. You calculated 5 by 20 meaning 0.25. Let's say it's going to be a bit of a complex thing. How can we actually derive this x here?
Okay, all right. So what this x represents?
The frequency.
So relative frequency 7. We have to find the value of x, right? So what will be the x? So relative frequency for x will be 1 divided by 20.
Yes.
That means
almost like
1 divided by 20, 0.05.
0.0, yeah, fine.
Right? 0.05. So we know relative frequency for x is 0.05, right?
Yeah.
And if relative frequency for x is 0.05, okay, and we know total is n, okay,
yeah.
Then what you can do, if relative frequency is frequency by n, can I say frequency is equal to relative frequency into n?
Obviously, yeah.
Right. So 20 into 0.05 will be how much?
That's fine.
I think again it's coming 1, right?
Yeah.
1 second. 105. Okay, so I think we can, okay, all right, we can do from here itself, right? So relative frequency for x is 0.05, right? And relative frequency for 7 is given to us 0.20, okay? And relative frequency of x is 0.05, right? When it will become 0.25? Only x should be 7, right? This is just a basic kind of hit and trial, you can say.
But how do you conclude it can be said? I mean, I'm not going.
No. Okay, in the question it is given. See, in the question it is given relative frequency of 7 is 0.25. It is given, right? But if you will see, if you will calculate from here, right? 7 is 4 times only. Okay, but for 4 times relative frequency is coming out to be 0.2.
Yeah.
Right. To get the 0.25, x should be 7. It's just a basic hit and trial.
Yeah. No. Okay. I do understand. Based on this data, we are able to directly shoot
for
it.
Okay, for big data and all, question will be like this. Suppose this is the question. Okay. Suppose this is the question. Okay. This is the something. Suppose I asked what is the value of let's say x, for example. Okay. To know the value of x, what should we know first of all? We should know the total values, total number of observations, right?
Yes.
Correct. Because see, all these number of patients are, these are the frequencies, right?
Yes.
Okay, anyone can tell me 15, 20, 15. Let me write so that I can explain clearly. 15, 20, 15. X.
19, 20, 11.
11, right? Yeah. And in front of x, relative frequency is y. This is the relative frequency, this is the frequency, and this is 0.125. Okay.
Yes.
And we know what is the case. We know sum of all the frequencies should be equal to total number of observations, right? Yes. Okay. First of all, if I ask, okay, for example, I will ask what is the value of y. To know the value of y, I should know the value of x.
Yes.
Correct or not?
Yes.
To know the value of x, I should know the value of total. How I can calculate the total? Okay, tell me what is the definition of relative frequency? Frequency divided by total, right?
Yeah.
So can I compute total from here? So n will be what? Frequency divided by relative frequency or not? So it will be 15 divided by 0.125. Are you getting? So what is the value? Anyone can calculate? Should be 15 divided by 125,000. 120.
120.
Okay, correct. So we have total 120. Now, to calculate the value of y, I should know the value of x. Then how I can calculate the value of x? I know summation of all the frequencies should be equal to total number of observations, right? Then I will write 15 plus 20 plus 15 plus x plus 19 plus 20 plus 11 equal to
100 plus x is equal to 20.
120, right? So x will be 120 minus addition of all these values.
100.
100 is there, right? I'm
Yes, sir.
assuming. So it's correct. Suppose X is 20. Now, what will be the relative frequency of Y?
So 20 divided by 120.
120.
20
And
divided
then,
by 120, right? So
yes, sir.
that means
1 by 6.
0.167.
Yes, sir.
So something like that you can check from here. Okay, let's click on the check answer. Okay, I got something from here. Maybe I can explain from. Okay, now you can see, right? 120,
120 is the total.
20 and 0.16. Okay. So for the previous question, I got one trick from here. Maybe let's see. Okay, what is the total? Total should be equal to
20.
Sir, 120.
no,
The
no, here
total is
in the previous question, right?
That's 20.
yes, sir. 20.
19.
X will be 7.
It should be 19 plus 1.
Yeah, 19 plus 1, that's okay. Actually, here question is how we can get this 7. I think this is something hit and trial we can do. I will think for formula for this.
It is quite simple.
Yeah, it's a quite.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, please, yeah, go ahead.
Just let me see the screen. See, the problem here is the confusion because it happened to me when I tried to solve this.
Okay.
X, we will have a natural tendency to treat X as an kind of variable. So what we have to understand is X is one case. So X can be 7 or 9 or 8. I mean, we should know, I mean, we should understand that first. So if we understand that, then this becomes very simple. What happens is you have 4 numbers of 7 and one number of 5, 3 numbers of 6, I mean 3 cases of 6, something like that. So there is X, we don't know what this value is. So for that, the total number of cases is 20, and what we have, the total what we here have is 19. So when we understand that, then this becomes easier.
Yes.
Is everyone
Correct. 19, yes.
Yeah, so 19 plus 1. So what we do here is, in the question, it was for 7, they gave us
4.25, right?
Yeah.
But if I will calculate from here, I will get 0.2, which is not a correct. That means X should be 7.
X should be 7. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Okay. Meanwhile, this concept is okay. This one, did you get this one?
Yes, for sure. Yeah,
correct?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you got this, then it's a kind of you can say then you will be able to do one question in your exam. Okay.
Yeah,
so that's the one you can say. Okay, so that you can. I think can we close? I think if you doubt any activity,
Sir, I have a doubt from which first.
We have session on upcoming Sunday. I think we can discuss from.
Sir.
Yes. Yeah.
Sir, I have a doubt. I have a small doubt in the Pareto chart.
Yes.
Sir, can we sort it in the ascending order?
You can do in ascending or descending order. Okay. Mostly, if you see, normally, if you find on any Wikipedia or somewhere else, it will give you normally in descending order actually, but you can do any way because anyway, I'm going to sort the frequency, I can do in either way. Okay.
Sir, when will be the next class?
Sunday 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay, sir.
Sir, may I ask from week first?
What is your doubt from week first?
Sir, continuous variable and discrete variable.
Okay, one basic thing I will ask you. Did you attended the open session or activity practice session?
No, sir, I only watched recorded lecture.
Yeah, if you watch it, then I think it should be clear with you.
No, no, sir. There was no discussion about continuous and discrete.
Sir, we will next.
No, you are saying we didn't discuss. We didn't discuss continuous and discrete.
Sir, we discussed about it.
Not a live session in recorded lecture.
Sir, we will in the next class.
Rajat, you have doubt in discrete or continuous. Okay, I will explain you. Okay, so you can't say we haven't discussed. You are wrong because I took the session. Okay, you can't say we didn't discuss. Okay. Meanwhile, let it be. Okay, so discrete is something which you can count. Okay. For example, let's say I'm saying number of books in a bookshelf. Okay. Then number of books you can count, right? 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, 4 books, or something like that. Okay. And if you draw a real line, okay, then it will take distinct value. Okay, it can't take any value in between. Okay, okay, let me share my screen. Suppose I'm saying discrete is, I think we have discussed last. Okay, discrete is something which I can count, right? And it will take distinct value on real line. If you plot a real line, it will take distinct value. Let's say number of books. So let's say 1 book, 2 book, 3 books, 4 books, 5 books, something like. And it will take distinct value, right? This value, this value, this value, this value, or this value. And it can't take any value in between or any interval. This is something called discrete value, right? It will take distinct value only. Okay. Let's say number of books, or let's say number of accident on an intersection of a road on a particular day or something like that, or let's say number of room in a hostel, something like that. Okay, so these kind of things we can count. What is the continuous? Actually, continuous is something which you cannot count. You have to do measure. Okay, means measurement is there. Okay, you cannot count. What do I mean by measurement? Let's say I'm saying weight of a person. Okay, so weight of a person, tell me, you can count, or you have to measure in kilogram. Let's say 50 kilogram, 56 kilogram. You have to measure in kilogram, right? Yes or no, Rajat? Right? Let's say amount of milk. Amount of milk means what? You can count, or you have to measure?
Sir, major.
You have to measure at 1 liter, 2 liter. Let's say area of a field. Okay. So area of field, area is something what? Area you can
Square.
count, or you can measure
Major.
in, let's say 1 acre, 2 acres, something like that. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
in case of continuous, one thing you have to keep in mind, one more thing. Suppose you will draw a real line, it can take any value in between. Suppose this is a 50 kilogram lower limit, for example, and another is 60 kilogram, and you took a sample of some people, then that weight can be anything. Okay, any value. Okay, while in case of discrete, it is not possible. It will take only distinct value. All right.
Sir, I have a question in it. Like, sir, you as you told there, 2.5 to 3, and then 3.5, 3.5 to 4. It is discrete as well, right, sir?
Yes. It shouldn't take any value in between. It should be distinct. That's the main case.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Rather, is it okay, right? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then I think if I'm hoping you got the concepts of week 2, I think questions from activity and practice we can discuss in next session. Will that be all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. I hope you got the idea, got the concepts. Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Sir,
Thanks.
Yes,
I
sir.
have a doubt, sir.
I think I have informed to the team to close
So
the
not
session.
about the not regarding the subject, sir.
No.
Regarding the course.
Yeah, go ahead. If it's done.
Well, yes, sir. Sir, so the thing is that I like since till now I haven't like gotten the ability to open the portal, sir. Like if I go to my course tab, it's still blurred. Like I said, I even like in the Google Forms I said it a few times, but it hasn't fixed for me.
Did you call to support team?
How can I access them, sir?
Okay, just write a mail, support@yesterday.iatm.ac.in. Support@yesterday. Okay, they will rectify it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
The last question may I ask?
Rajat, I think I have informed to the studio team to close the session. Maybe they will close in between. Yeah, go ahead. You can ask if. Yeah.
Sir, assignment question number assignment question 1.2, question number 9. From which first?
I'm sure you didn't seen the week 1